Legend of Total War here with part 20 of my Stainless Steel 6.4 Byzantine Let's Play campaign. Alright, so previously captured one or two settlements. We took out the Turks once for all, so that's good. But there's quite a lot of forces heading towards Baghdad. Baghdad's one of our most valuable settlements due to the global bonuses provided by the Master Thieves Guild. So we'll send some reinforcements over here to try and thin out the Croatian forces. Doesn't seem too dangerous, we should be able to take it out.
They will regret not fleeing first. Kill them all, men!
Alright, so let's reorganize a little bit. Yeah, looks like we've got that similar problem where it's just way too many javelin troops that I've seen way too many times before. I'm going to leave them up front because if they get killed, well, that's fine. Better them than my melee troops. Okay, I don't have any long ranges apart from these, but that's only 5 men, so don't expect much out of them. I'm glad they came in nice and close so our javelin men can shoot them. Okay, this doesn't seem to be working. Let's just charge forward. Use these guys to go around and flank. Now that I look at this, my army's basically got nothing that's particularly good against Turkmen cavalry. We need long-range archers to sort them out. But they're silly enough to allow themselves to get into combat with my heavy cavalry. Don't care if these guys are in combat, in melee combat. We need to get over there and take out those catapults. Okay, let's grab one of them. General. Okay, I've got some guys that are routing over here. Let's head back over this way to improve their morale. What are they doing? Nothing. Take out the Afghan javelin men, and then they can double back around and charge into their rear. They're just as likely to shoot their own troops with the catapults, so maybe I don't need to prioritize them. Fucking right here. Just coming in one at a time. I needed them to charge in. It's gonna be messy. This army is getting beaten to shit, as in my army. I'm not gonna be able to push it any further towards Baghdad. They'll have to go back and get reinforcements. But still, even if they just take out this army here, that's good enough for me.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Don't bother chasing them, you'll never catch them.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, now we just gotta try and get to 85%. Should wipe out this entire force, including those cavalry that get away, because they're the real threat. The infantry, they're just there for us to get our percentage up of kills. Okay, looks like they're trying to withdraw now. But if we can get to 85%, these guys getting away doesn't mean anything.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Just it says we got 86%, but can't really trust that. Okay, I think we've got more than 85% now.
The enemy, all of Christendom, will be awed by the victory.
Reasonably good result in a very messy battle, but let's just move on.
Very good. Prepare it.
They're certainly not strong enough to take on the rest of them.
Victory! Who do I face? Let me strike, my lord. Yes, marching. If they attack
This guy here is of no value in our army anymore, so we'll leave him behind here. What about you?
Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't really have any choke
Yes,
points
marching.
apart from up here. It's fine. Oh, we're out of money. Anyway, bring him back here
Men, we march.
for retraining. Our forces here should easily be able to repel all of that.
Let me strike, my lord. Your Majesty.
Alright, can't let them get away with this.
Your orders, noble one. Orders.
Okay, just leave one of them behind.
Of course, my
It'd be
lord.
good if we could push this guy into the
We will
fort,
engage them honorably, my lord.
and then I'll starve
A
out the
most
fort.
honorable victory, my noble lord. Your orders, noble one.
Yeah.
Without question, we shall begin the siege. Besieging forces reporting, my
Of
lord.
course, these guys will probably come over here and besiege the settlement. We just double back over here, kill them, and then go back. Resume the siege of the fort. Keep them stuck there.
Yes? Your orders,
Okay, it
noble
seems like we're at the end of the turn here. So let's move on. This could be a problem. I don't think I recruited any additional troops in there recently. Even just one or two extra troops could have made a big difference. But you know, they'll hold out as long as they can.
Let
And
them come.
if it falls, it falls. I'll send a force over there to recapture it. It's not a big deal. We're gonna have to sally up there. Can't
They
let
come
that.
here to siege.
Actually,
but
considering
they
there's
shall
two
leave
armies there,
here
maybe we should wait
dead.
for them to actually attack. Hopefully they don't wait too long. Alright, so. Doesn't seem too dangerous, but then again our army is
No
mostly full of
matter how
trash.
they beg, let none escape. Attack!
Should still win. So it seems like on this episode, we're on the defensive. The previous one, we were on the attack, and now we have to defend the settlements that we've taken.
Units, await my orders. Units! Units, disperse together. Units, disperse together. Units!
This fucking thing is a mess. Get them off the wall just temporarily, so I can reassign them. Alright, let's have a look. What are these coming in over here? Some basics, Moorish units. Okay, I think I've got cavalry superiority in terms of these guys. So I want to send them up over here to skirmish. Maybe I'll get one of them to charge into that to stop them from actually bringing troops on the walls. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, we definitely want them to come through the front here. They've got... So there's no siege equipment there, so they've got to go all the way around the other side of the city. A little bump, get them to drop the siege ladders, then go after the siege tower. I can drop that and then move back. Into a javelin skirmish with these Turkomans. See how that goes when you get back. Okay, I do want them to batter down the gate, so stand back. So the gate can actually shut.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
I need this gate to shut. I gotta get back. We could just let them in. It's fine. Would have been better if they had to batter it down, but it's such a shit army that we've got in here, full of bloody javelin men, and it's so crammed, it's hard to get them to move around. I don't want to spend 10 minutes individually making every unit perfect for a battle that basically can't be lost.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. God save us! The enemy have the walls! Look to our defense, or all will be lost!
So we'll get in there, and then I'll charge in. Which we get over here as well.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
My general's taking a bit too much damage. Pull him out of that. I don't want him dying. One of these guys to get back inside before their reinforcements show up. Suppose it doesn't matter if I lose them. This army here is annihilated. Nearly every single one of their units got captured. A few of them got away though. This Barra Cavalry is such a pain in the ass because they're good in melee, they outrange our archers, and they're fast.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
You come over here. Try and, while they're making their way over here, try and make sure that the towers just kill as many people as possible. So you stay out this way, because I want you to run them down when you get the chance. More concerned with killing the cavalry. No, they're coming straight for us here. Get back. Yeah, they're not really of any concern. Best way to kill them, just shoot them from a distance. And they can't fire back. Yeah, guys are just out of range now. See, there's no arrows flying.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Well, there's only a few of these Arab cavalry left. I'm sure if both of you go out there, you can easily beat them. But for some reason, they're just stalling for time.
Glorious heaven above! Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
So we lost 30% of our forces, acceptable given that most
All
of
of
those losses
Christendom
were
will
just
be all.
trash Akontisti. Very easily replaceable, which you don't want to replace them, but sometimes you can recruit whatever's available.
Hiding our forces from enemy eyes, my lord. No! We show little mercy. They deserve that.
Splitting our forces.
So,
My Sultan wishes you dead.
what happened to the one that was on Jihad? Where did it go? So they want to send another army over here. That's all I can recruit. Let's do our best to hunker down, hold them back while we recruit another army. While these guys get this under control so that they can invade Valencia. Taking that away from them, that'll take away most of their best units. So this is good here. This should end the Aragonese. And then I think I'll send them up north here to recapture Bordeaux. And of course I do mean recapture, because all of it belonged to the Roman Empire and we are the inheritors of that legacy. So that is Burdigala. Pretty sure if they attack I'll win. They gave up on the siege on that fort. That's good. Gives me some time to recruit some more troops. So he's just sitting there. Fine by me, gives me time to just sit here and starve them out. Although they'll probably sally out after 2 turns.
Who do I face? My lord, should we spare any of them? Sooner or later, they will
Okay, so that's
relent,
what they've
my
got
lord.
left there.
When shall we attack the walls then, my lord?
And the Khwarezmians have a lot of strength here. Let's have a look at how we rank compared to everyone else. So top 5, the Khwarezmians are really up there, but of course they're on borrowed time. As soon as the Mongols show up, which that's more than twice the amount of time that was spent currently in the campaign before they actually show up. But they're considered quite strong. Then we've got, I think that's the Cumans, yep. Then England and Holy Roman Empire, is it? Yeah. Militarily, similar. Production. So they've got 16 or 17 settlements, the Khwarezmians. So they must have control of pretty much all of that area. Yeah, if I could have recruited those troops, that would have made a big difference. Hopefully we can still win. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get over here and capture this.
Move out! Bringing our troops together.
That guy's gonna have to stay behind us to govern it.
Move out! Yes? Onward! Bringing our
So they've just
troops
got their king here. We might actually be better off order resolving this.
We march to battle.
And lost 2, yep. Because the general's bodyguard on their own do not perform well in order
for
resolve.
delivering us. God has delivered us this victory.
Good. Aragon is gone. That brings us down to 10 enemies. One of which is the Papal States, which is no real threat.
Was that an attack?
So you're still alive. Master Archers Guild. I don't really need that. Experience bonus for archers recruited. Just try and keep it under control. Okay, so Bordeaux doesn't seem particularly well defended, and taking that away from the French will certainly weaken them considerably.
Yes!
I thought you were going to be able to make it here. What the fuck happened to my guy? Must have died of old age. Alright, well, we'll bring in someone else then.
Orders.
This guy here's 40.
Your
Fine.
orders, noble one.
Yes.
It is an honor to lead these armies. Your orders, noble one.
So I guess he'll...
Of course,
oh,
my
there's loan over here as well. Well, we'll obviously take that first, because Dijon's not worth as much to them. Actually, my army could have gone over there
Your orders,
without
noble
these two, but it's risky.
Come and fight me, you coward!
Actually, I think we can handle it even without him. And it might give us a man of the
Yes.
hour. If we do, we'll send him back.
Your Majesty. Orders.
No.
Yes. March.
Gives me a chance to take this turn.
Your orders, noble one.
Orders. Move.
Your orders, noble one.
Your Majesty. Orders. Your Majesty. My lord.
Your orders, noble one.
Yes. March. Bring in
Decent
our
amount of cavalry.
orders.
We don't know what we're up against though, so let's just get a little bit closer first.
Onward.
Begone! You are not my liege!
Alright, let's commit to this.
Yes, lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
What to do?
Besieging settlement, my lord.
King Louis the Lazy.
Calling
or
off
Louis
the
the
siege,
Lazy.
my lord. Yes, lord.
Okay, most of that
Closing
is
for
trash.
battle.
They've got one unit of cavalry there. Now, the way I've positioned myself here, they have the possibility of pincering us. So what I'm going to do is position myself to go and try and kill him first, and then worry about the primary army.
All our people's hopes are with you, men. To battle!
Okay, I think they're coming from this angle here. I wonder if these guys by themselves managed to be able to kill him. Some cavalry over there as well. These guys... Oh, hang on, I didn't organize them perfectly. Just hold your ground here until we've dealt with the first forces. Yep, that's good.
The enemy have brought up more men.
That was wrong,
They
we
hope
can
to
hear.
make
Okay,
up in
that's fine.
numbers what they lack in bravery.
Yeah, don't fire at will, because I don't want them shooting spear militia. Once their king is dead, I'll just charge these guys and they'll easily get rid of them. Yeah, we'll probably have about 50 bodyguard. So these guys here, they're good at probably taking out about half of them. No, we just need to wait and see how we go. 56, alright. Don't get too close. Come on, move it, I gave you an order. Oh, so unresponsive, come on. Oh, he's already lost quite a few of them. Stay there, keep shooting. Don't worry about those catapults. I'm going to shoot my trashy infantry. It's the cavalry that I need. I gotta focus on this right now. Why are you not shooting? Oh, because they didn't jump fire. Well, that would be why. Right, he seems to be too fast for even my skirmisher cavalry. The big problem here is that it takes them so long to get moving. Their unresponsiveness can be very frustrating at times. Anyway, there's only a handful of them left. Our guys here should be able to beat them.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and
Do
wholehearted,
not let him get away.
victory will be ours.
Oh, shoot him. Come on, I need him to die before we go and attack them there.
The enemy king
Okay,
lies
good.
dead.
Now we can get rid of these
Slain
two.
by our brave soldiers. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
The guys here just need to hold their ground as long as possible.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Right, balance of power's in our favour. Would happily sacrifice the entire army if it means victory here. Not only victory, but, you know, take their settlement. Actually, I don't really want to sacrifice the army. Shouldn't need to. We've got them under control. As long as our line here holds. I mean, they're probably, yeah, they're shooting their own troops now, so taking out the artillery is not that crucial.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Need to prioritize killing the garrison first.
The enemy
Good,
flees the battle! Run down those worthless peasants!
I want you to take out those artillery.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Good, there's no general in this army. All we need to do is just make sure we capture the majority of their infantry. 85%, execute, and then we walk straight into Leon.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Jeez. Speed militia, maybe. Okay, no, we made them break. Good, yeah. So what's left? There shouldn't be much left.
The enemy flees the battle.
Should already be at 85%
Run
chance,
down
but let's
those
not make
worthless
taking chances. Let's
peasants.
just get them. Alright, we're done here.
All of Christendom will be
Good. That settlement will be mine now. Now we're going to get a man of the hour, because I'd like one.
Anything.
Good.
Your
We'll send
orders,
him
number one.
to join with them, but
Who do I
these
face?
guys... but him,
Your
he's going
orders,
back
number one.
to Bern.
Let me strike, my lord. We shall send them to hell or worse. March! We show little mercy. They deserve none.
Good. And then they'll
We
move on
have
to Dijon
crushed them.
next time.
This place is yours, my lord.
So, looking at France, how strong are they comparatively? So, they're going downhill now pretty rapidly. Territorially, they've got maybe 9 settlements, 9 or 10. Hard to tell exactly. So what are you sitting on now? 90 regions. We've almost got half the map. Good, and the Aragonese army that was there, that's actually a really good spot for them to sit. Because, yeah, they'll do a little bit of devastation, but they're not blocking any trade or anything. So that all works nicely. Alright, so I need to get...
Your orders?
This, I doubt that they're going to besiege the settlement. It's possible, but I doubt it. Now, this is not exactly a great army, but I need forces on the front line.
Yes.
Anyway, they're just sitting there costing me money, so I might as well put them to
Full
use.
sails.
But against whom? I suppose just a all-out attack against the French would certainly be good.
Your orders, Noble One.
Yes! Orders.
Bless you, Lord. Back on.
Full say. Yes, my lord. Yes.
Your will. Combining forces, my lord. Your orders, Noble One.
Okay, maybe get a couple of extra troops. I'll bring them around over here and we'll head north from this way. Now,
Your
if I left
orders,
just a
Noble
small... Okay, we
Yes.
shouldn't move this turn.
Where to, sire? Without a trace.
Nothing to recruit. Can we leave here yet?
Orders?
Orders.
Your orders?
Nope. Once that religious unrest is gone, that'll certainly help. It's just going to take a little while to get there.
Yes?
Your Majesty.
My lord. March!
Alright, what else are we doing? So, continuing to train reinforcements here. How are we going for... Here we go. This guy here doesn't exactly have a lot of bodyguards. I'll send him back to Mosul. And he'll train an army here. And push forward. How are we going over here? Yeah.
Name thy enemy, Lord. Command me.
Talk is cheap. Come face me.
Do we go around this guy or do we kill him?
Name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
Seems like such a waste of
We
time
will see you
to kill
dead,
them.
heathen.
But at the same time, I'm probably still not going to be able to get here this turn.
Yes,
Your Majesty.
onward.
Everything that I can over there to assist them. I think I've got a decent chance of winning here,
You hate me.
but that one there is going to be
That
difficult.
you cannot defeat. Who do I face?
Due to... I'm just going to go around them. I don't think it's going to delay us.
Continuing tomorrow.
And, like, we might have been able to stand there if I didn't go around them. Still going to end here at the same time.
Yes,
So where'd they go? So they just bypass the city.
my lord.
Know your enemy. It is me. We will not rest until you relent one way or another.
You know, some forts around here would make it look a lot tidier. Do I have any generals in the area? Suppose he could do
Name
that
thy enemy,
later
Lord.
on. Alright, I think we've done enough militarily. Let's do some construction. Still got 10,000 to spend. Let's see what we can get. Not a lot. Well, I've only got 600 though, so I might as well just purchase that. Alright, anything else?
Let me strike,
Nope.
my lord.
Moving on. And the odds are still in my favour despite being outnumbered 2 to 1, because most of their forces are trash.
They will regret not fleeing first. Kill them all, men! Units, await my orders. Units! Units, dismissed! Generals, units!
For fuck's sake. It's actually funny. Medieval 2 is still my favorite game, but there are some battle things that really are starting to shit me now, because these things have been fixed in the newer Total Wars. But like I've said, with the newer Total Wars, they're not worse in every single way, but they are better in some ways. The moving units around in the newer Total Wars is so much easier and more fluid. It feels so rigid and awkward in Medieval 2 now. But where, of course, the newer games completely fucking fail is in campaign depth. They don't hold a candle to Rome 1 and Medieval 2. Alright, I'm gonna send you out. I want you... oh, shit. Yeah, I want you to just knock off all of the ladders and stuff. Because I don't want to put troops up on the wall. You can stand over here. We want them to come through the gate. Quick, 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 before you die. All you have to do is touch them. Quickly. You're right there. You can touch them already. Okay, did it work? Okay, good. They died, but they did what they needed to do. Close this gate's gonna be a pain. Just gotta move a little bit further back. It's too late now.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Here's the problem. All their javelin men are going to be shooting at the general, so I want him to get in closer so that they're just not so easy to shoot. We've lost more than the enemy. We haven't lost our, like, really important units. These are our strongest. These aren't exactly anti-cavalry.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Come on, shit for brains. Get rid of them. Yeah, you come over here. I want you to shoot down at them. Okay, that's the general there. He's nice and safe. Just need to make sure he doesn't die. Doesn't matter about his bodyguard.
Lord preserve us. We have lost half of our men.
It's okay, it's just the infantry. For the most part. If you can kill the enemy general, we're guaranteed to win. But that being said, if I lose my general, guaranteed to lose. He's nice and safe here. His bodyguard's in combat, but he's fine. Gotta kill him. Whereas their bodyguard has 33 men left. Mounted power still evenly matched. Now that I've committed my my Scholarii, the percentage of kills is starting to move more towards my favour. Because obviously they're much stronger than Catastrophic here.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain,
You can see how they just
only
push
half
really
the enemy
hard.
force remains.
That's what you're supposed to do. Leave them nice and safe. As long as our guys don't break, get every chance of winning. Yeah. Good. Now we've killed more of them than they have of us. But the problem is going to be now, if they send another army over here anytime soon, we're not going to be able to keep dealing with this. Of course, I can only recruit trash like that. Yeah. Oh well, like I said, if we lose the settlement, we just send reinforcements down to go and recapture it. It's in combat now. He's not bloodied or anything, so should be okay. And you can see the bounce power has moved in my favor. I want you guys to push back just as hard as they have. Good, the enemy general's only got 8 bodyguards.
Our men have
forward.
slain
There
the
we go,
Saracen
good.
general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Don't let them get away. Want this army dead. We need to go out there and take care of the monster.
Praise the Almighty! This is a clear victory!
Good, that went reasonably well. There's just been no rest here. Okay, they didn't actually besiege it. My guys have their order. They're to hold that settlement down as long as possible. I'll send reinforcements when I can, but, you know, I've got my armies busy elsewhere.
I do not fear their siege. I welcome it.
My lord, the enemy lays siege. What shall we do?
It's okay, it buys us time. It's fine. He might be coming over here to try and lift the
Your
siege.
orders, noble one.
I am not
He can't make it here
to
in a single turn.
negotiate the truce.
Something must be
I am
blocking his
not
way
here
here.
to negotiate the truce.
Oh, he could.
I will see you brought to justice in an honest battle.
I can't be bothered.
Command
Alright, so let's just leave behind
Orders.
that unit of... Actually, leave behind them.
Majesty.
Actually, they'd make a great fort over here. So leave behind
Yes.
them. And just leave behind a few more troops.
Who do I face?
But I still feel confident enough to, even if we have to leave a lot.
Orders.
What do we got here? Yep, take them. Even if we have to live a lot here,
Majesty.
should
Move out.
be fine. Actually,
Yes,
you know what?
your
You're going to
orders, noble
govern
one.
this area instead
Your
because
orders,
Bern is
noble
under
one.
control.
As you wish. Let me strike, my lord. Approaching, my lord. Securing our grip on these lands with a fort. Command me.
Then move forward. You come
orders.
over here.
Bringing our troops together.
My lord, should we spare any of them? Now we have them. We lay siege. When shall we attack the wars then, my lord? Sire.
It says the religious unrest isn't so bad now. Let's have a look.
Orders?
Yes,
Yes?
Your Majesty.
65%. Okay, we can leave. Because that building's going to get done, and it'll
Onward.
fix things up.
Orders? Onto the ships.
So, if we have a look over here. Valencia has really built up its forces. I'd rather attack them where they're weak, not where they're strong. I'm not too familiar with what else is down this way. I think it's going to take out our fleet. Taking out this Moorish castle here might actually be a better choice since it's so poorly defended, but we can get here this turn. Still, I think it's more important that we take out their most vital settlements.
Plotting course now, my lord. Dropping anchor
So
until
that actually
morning.
belongs to Castile. Hopefully Castile is actually pushing the Moors out of Spain. Of course, we're eventually going to have to deal with Castile, but they haven't declared war on us yet, so let's just deal with the enemies that we have right now. Okay, now, I need to get over to Bordeaux before they reinforce that position. Can you leave
Your
here?
orders, noble one.
Nope, not even close.
Your orders, noble one. Your orders, noble one.
Your Majesty.
Okay, it's going to need a governor here.
Your orders, noble one.
It'll have to
Your
be the
orders,
youngest one.
noble one. Your will.
Just
Yes,
have to
my
press
lord.
the attack.
This is where we shall meet the enemy.
90 settlements.
Name thy enemy, lord.
Part of me actually kind of want to auto-resolve that fight.
We march on our victims.
Yeah, we didn't lose much. It's fine. Just saves time.
We show little mercy.
Sack it again.
They deserve
A lot
none.
of people died.
They stood no chance.
We probably could
I
have grown it to a
silenced
minor
them.
city if I didn't do that, but I need to make sure the public order is maintained. And now they'll stand here and hold this position. We don't go down any further than this. This is our border. And if any Khwarezmians come up this way, they're not going to succeed. Yeah, we don't go to Kermanshah. I don't think the Romans ever captured that. In fact, I even think this is a bit iffy. Just recruit what we can out here so we can get another army ready to go after Frankfurt. Which there's a lot of Holy Roman Empire forces. If we have a look at their strength rating, how are they doing? Militarily, they're the strongest they've ever been. How are they going territorially? They've gone downhill quite a bit, so they must have a lot of military spending.
Your orders, noble one.
Yes. Full sails.
Your orders, noble one. Moving at once, noble lord.
Yes.
March.
Like I said,
my
Bless you.
I want to send
Back
them
on
up
dry
this
land.
way.
Your orders, noble one.
Your Majesty.
my lord.
Because he really likes a
Bringing
lot of
our
cavalry,
troops
but
together.
it'll be fine. Once again, the Bulgarians didn't attack. Where are we?
Let me strike, my lord.
Yes. Onward.
Of course, it's buying us
Surging
time.
armies.
It's only got 3 turns until it surrenders.
Command me.
Should be able to
My
get there.
Should we spare
too long.
any of them?
Why the fuck do you have to go around?
Victory! Yes, we shall send them to hell.
Peter
or
of
worse.
Bulgaria.
March!
So what's he got? Yeah, it's a decent army, nothing special. I should have put them in a fort. Oh well, it's too late now.
No matter how they beg, let none escape. Attack!
Imagine if we could deal with the Bulgarian revolt without losing a single one of these regions. And all thanks to forgetting to even use this guy, because he was supposed to go to France.
Units, await my orders. Units, units. Stand and fight.
Alright, I think I'll set up over here.
Units, march.
Do not flame shot. to reposition them once the battle starts. The other shots seem to be firing quite well. Good amount of casualties for just seemingly 2 volleys so far. I'm sure my general will take out the mailed Nazi, no problem. I want to use this guy to go and flank him.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
See, they're using a flaming shot though, which is silly because it doesn't do more damage. Maybe each individual shot actually does do more damage than a regular fire arrow, but because it takes twice as long to reload and it's not as accurate, it actually doesn't do as much DPS. I need you to charge into here. We've got to kill him, or else these units here just aren't routing. These cavalry are awesome. Too bad I can only recruit them from Rome. Constantinople.
Only half. The enemy king lies dead, slain by our brave soldiers. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Long live the king. Actually, no. Not long life to him. Died a minute ago. Okay, what we need to do now is win. But of course, we run them down so they don't rally.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those. All of Christendom will be awed by the victory.
Good, barely took any casualties. And push on to Scorpia to finish off this revolt. Take that, Peter, you shit.
We show little mercy. They deserve none. Who do I face?
Yes, my lord.
The reinforcements.
Bring it up.
Command me.
Okay, now according to this, we should be able to get there
March
next
on
turn if they
our
don't launch the
victims.
attack.
Stopping for the night.
But they probably
I will
will.
defeat you honorably, my worthy foe.
Your Majesty.
So I hope there's a back door. Everybody, you know how the Greeks love going through the back door.
Orders?
Almost missed a good opportunity there.
Your orders, noble one.
Alright, what are we doing next?
Yes.
Yeah, keep recruiting forces from here. Okay, so that's where the Jihad army is. They're heading off to Jerusalem, which is well defended.
Approach to open negotiations.
Ooh, wow, that's gonna make such a big difference.
even if they do not deserve it.
But
I
their
will
force
offer
isn't
the
as large as
infidels
the
a
previous
fair
one,
fight.
so who knows,
Despite
maybe it
being
might be
an
fine.
infidel, I respect you in battle.
Yes!
Okay, anything else that we need to do? I think we're good. Let's do some... We don't want to spend all of our money on military. We've got to keep improving the economy, so let's keep doing that. I don't need to build in Nicosia. There's nothing here that's going to improve the economy. Okay, so looking at everything, we've got 91 settlements. The situation's good. I mean, we keep expanding. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I hope during the end turn, these
Your
guys...
orders, Noble
Actually, I got
One.
an idea. To protect ourselves from him, we'll
Your orders, Noble
double
One.
layer this fort. And
Your orders, Noble One. Your orders, Noble One.
grab you, stand
Yes.
here.
March!
Your orders, Noble One.
Actually, make it here.
My lord.
Your orders, Noble One. Your orders, Noble One. As you wish.
Ah, fuck, got no
Fall
money.
into
Okay, I
arms.
need some cash straight
It
away.
is an honor to lead these armies.
Where did I recruit or construct something that I didn't need? I need that. Damn it, need some funds. Let's see. Okay, maybe that can hold off for the time being. We've got France by the balls. We should be fine. I need to make a
Your
fort
orders,
here.
Noble One. We shall not surrender this position, my lord. Your
Now,
orders.
that should,
will be
yeah,
an
it'll make it
honor to
impossible for
defeat
them.
you, dear foe.
Well, actually, I'm not sure about that.
Face me in the open. It will be glorious.
Because if he stood there, he might actually be able to attack us. Anyway, hopefully that works, just to prevent them from attacking us for a turn, so that we can starve them out. They'll probably sally out during the end turn, but that's okay. Moving on.
The fools lay siege. Let them come.
Okay, 3,500 men up against 1,700. But they got a lot of trashy units.
Waste no time sparing enemies this day, man.
We'll send the cavalry out to harass them. Specifically the artillery. I don't want them making holes everywhere, because otherwise I have to pay for it to fix it up. Alright, how organized are we? Let me just fix this up a little bit. Good. Alright, once you open the walls. Yep. And these guys want them here. Good. Actually set up. Good, there's a little bit more room in this settlement here than previous ones. So we don't have to put them right up close to the gate. And all the cavalry is to go out, except for the general. Oh, fuck. They've got artillery over here as well. Okay. I just want you just to delay them as long as possible. I want to defeat the first army. We may have to run back to the town square to defend it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's defeat this army first, and then deal with the second army afterwards. So yeah, I think it'd be ideal if they try to come through the gate. What's going on? Why is there no boiling oil? Over here. Now the ballistas there, they can't actually attack walls. So don't worry about them too much. You come around over here. Do they have cavalry? A little bit of mounted sergeants. That's also their general, so if we take him out, it's going to make these units here fight like shit. Actually, you know what?
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
I just want them to get off the siege tower there. I don't want them getting on the walls because then they can just run around my troops. So I don't want that. Peasant crossbowmen, charge into them. Actually, run down.
The battle is in our... We are blessed.
Good.
The enemy
It's going to
general
make it
is
so much
dead.
easier to run down all
We
these
have sent
fuckers.
the idiot to hell.
Like I said, we can defeat. If we defeat them, then we can move all of our efforts around over there. We're
The
not
enemy have
content-
ladders at the walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
Try and charge into them, make them break. Don't care if they go through the front gate. Push through them there. They're wavering. Just need someone at the back of them there to make them think that like they're pincer. Good. How are you doing? Oh, you got slaughtered.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's put them on fire at will. Oh wait, they're trying to shoot the units. Okay, that's fine.
Grave tidings! Our enemy are at the gates!
Not too concerned about the catapults. It'll take them a long time to bash through.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on! The enemy must get no further.
Through the walls? Where? There. Okay, we're almost done with this army here, and then we can go. If we fought them in the center, we'll be fine. Don't need to run them all down completely. Alright, it's clear that we've got this under control now. So I'll just have them walk to here for the time being. I don't think there's any desperate need to run.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, the first army
the enemy
has gone.
flees the battle.
Now it does seem like they're going to bring some
Run down
troops
those
around over
worthless
here.
peasants.
I will send the cavalry to go meet with them. Hopefully they're running, the enemy that is, so they'll be nice and tired when I charge into their flank. Squash them up between the walls. So I'm fairly sure we've got 85% here. So let's move out here, prepare to squash them. This is so far going really well. You've got... Just come stand here first. While they're sitting there trying to bash through the walls, we're slowly picking apart their army. What do we got here? Spearmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 for 5. Let's take them out. But we do them one at a time. Don't send one unit at each ship. We'll see how we go. Best we try and flank them. Flanking is actually valuable in this game, unlike in Total Warhammer. It's like you flank someone. Oh, look, you did 5% of their health. And you didn't break them. In this, if you do a good flank, you can break some basic infantry straight away. Good old mass rout. That's 4 of them. And the fact that these 3 here are routing as well should make these guys here terrified. We touch them in the back and they're gone. Good. All 5 of them done.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Now, we've got a guy coming around over here. There are no breaches made there, but they can always pick up siege equipment. Okay, it might be in our best interest now to actually have a little bit of rest. All these guys are quite tired, and the enemy is really stuffing around, so let's just wait. Once they commit all their forces in here, we charge around their rear, cut them off.
The walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our walls now.
I want you to come out here and shoot these guys that are about to turn the corner. the most part, they seem to be ignoring. Okay, now they're running back. Okay, they're about to commence the attack. We didn't get a whole lot of time to recover.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Oh, hang on. Oh, they're just archers. We'll take them out.
Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general.
Good. Now's the time to press the
men
attack.
will lose heart.
What's going on over here? Oh, they're just having a hard time taking down those.
The walls are
landmines,
no
fair
longer
enough.
ours. The enemy have taken them. It is unwise to pray. Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, there's barely anything left now. We've obviously won. The Holy Roman Empire have suffered such a massive defeat here today. I mean, I only lost 23% of my forces, which most of them would have been right here against their knights. Back off. Don't want to get... Oh, hang on.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
So then what's left? Is it just that one unit that was around the side? What's this? So which unit is left unbroken? They're broken. I guess it's these.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must...
Yeah, I'd say both armies got wiped out.
By the Lord above, our
They
foe
captured
has
82
been
of our
much
troops
humbled.
as well, so we get them
Let
back.
all who...
Probably just mercenary spearmen, so it's not like a big deal. But still, we absolutely crushed them in that battle. I was right to not sally out, I think.
I beg of you, don't do this!
Fuck off.
Victory!
I'd like to think that it would take them a while to regenerate
This is
those
not
troops,
good.
but it actually won't.
The enemy have laid siege upon us.
Due to the fact that, you know, they've got so many settlements. And they're pretty much just fighting us. Seems like one of their armies revolted against them.
My lord, the enemy lays siege. What shall we do?
Good. That way we don't have those guys dealing with us from the rear. Okay, so up against Svavarovinik of Debrinski. I mean, he does have catapults, though. That could be a bit of a problem. But as they try and charge out, we'll mostly shoot them.
God will help the faithful prevail.
But yeah, a lot of Polish forces around here. I wouldn't expect them to be able to have so much manpower, but I think that they... I think in stainless steel, the AI get a lot more cheats than what happens in in vanilla, so their recruitment capacity, their manpower recruits much faster. Oh, okay, they can't just fire over the walls either. Okay, good. So what I want to do is sort of create a like a pocket defense here, and then just shoot them while they're trying to come out. Because if we let these guys run around, that's... You know, I got here as fast as I could, but they're going to get through. Might just make it. Get in there. Let's cut them off.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
No skirmish mode. Bad. So far hasn't gone brilliantly. Shoot the general's bodyguard.
The battle is in our favor. If we
Forget all
remain
the missile
true and
units to shoot the general's
wholehearted,
bodyguard.
victory will be ours.
So it doesn't matter if the bodyguards die. He's safe. Where is he? So we killed the enemy general. Is that him there? I think so. We'd be able to, you know, run these guys down easily.
Our foolish general
you
has
fucking
thrown his life
stupid
away,
shit.
and perhaps our chances of victory
Last time I
with
looked
it.
at him, he was fine. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully our guys hold the line. Oh, so this guy here doesn't matter anymore. Well, that sucked. Okay, good. We're starting to get a mass round on them. Even though my general's the one that's died, we've been shooting them constantly. Okay, let them get back. I don't care if they
The
die.
enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
capturing loads of them.
God save us! The enemy have the walls! Look to our defense, or all will be lost!
Okay, probably could stop firing now. Just all out attack. I mean, there's only
Glorious
basically
heaven above!
bolts left now.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well. Give the dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Good, that's a nice number of captives. Really sucks that we lost the general, but, you know, he can be replaced. Okay, yeah, send the melee troops in and finish off the job. That's gonna stink. Let me get rid of them. More importantly, my guys might break. Okay, stop them.
My lord! This is a clear victory!
A quarter of our forces died. Which, you know, that sucks. But, you know, their forces were not that much weaker than ours. So we got the better of all that spot effect. We lost the general. They lost the general as well.
Noble Lord,
Whatever.
we have conquered. This is not good, Lord. The enemy have laid siege upon us.
I might actually say no to that. It's not very... I mean, he's young. But I don't want to take away from the possibility for Man of the Hours, which we're going to need over here.
We will not rest. It will be an honor to defeat you, dear foe.
And that's just a question of whether or not this army is capable of defeating...
Face me in the
that
open.
one.
It will be glorious.
I don't really care too much about the forts. Why don't we send them back? I'll just leave behind a
Yes.
weakened unit of, let's see, these. Send them back to Casa so that I can train some more forces up. That'll give us a full stack again, so that's alright. Oh, God. Imagine how annoying that would have been if we were so close to huge city and then all of a sudden, boom, plague. Well, pretty much your life's work just blew up in your face there. So I might as well just milk it for all it's worth and make some taxes out of it. Actually, you know, when the population recovers, we should try to make sure that there's some public health there. What do I need to get in order to get a aqueduct? I'll worry about that later. Okay, they haven't increased their forces there.
Yes?
Our forces aren't exactly in fantastic shape, but here's some mercenaries to buff up our numbers.
Orders?
And we'll take on
Yes!
Bordeaux.
Closing for battle. Laying siege.
Capturing that, of course, is going
Time
to
to take
severely
walls, my
weaken
lord.
the French.
Your orders, noble one. I seek an
Just gonna
honorable
ignore him.
engagement, dear foe. Of course, my lord.
What region is this? Auvergne. Just
Your
follow the
orders,
road, I
noble one.
suppose.
Yes.
I can't remember where the settlement is. I think it's somewhere around here.
Your
Gave
orders.
up on that siege. Okay, they've increased the number of troops here.
That's right, fool.
Is it not obvious I am your foe, infidel?
Closing to engage, my lord. Our fleet is victorious.
Yeah, so we'll land here.
Yes, my lord. Leading the men ashore.
And now we're
Yes.
an hour and a half, so
Yes,
this
my
is a
lord.
good place to end
This
the
is where we
episode.
shall meet
So we're
the
sitting on
enemy.
91 settlements.
Besieging settlements,
It's
my lord.
very slow
We're
going
going
in
nowhere,
this.
my lord. The siege continues.
It's just the way things are in stainless steel. It's not as slow as, what's it called? Europa Barbarorum. That's really slow goings. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. The Roman Empire is starting to restore itself. We just need to... France, Britain, Iberia, a little bit of North Africa. Actually, I don't even need to take that full area, but I'll take it anyway, just to be done with it. And then, of course, just down here, Basra. Everything else in the Eastern Empire is secure. Well, captured. It's not exactly secure up here. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 21, I think, is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.